We're live.
I want to know how you look so camera ready when I just told you 2 seconds ago, "Oh, I can do this. Let's get on."
Oh my God. This was me, Jane. Hair, lipstick
You did it.
outside.
You nailed it.
I'm in slippers. You just can't see them. You
Perfect.
guys, this is Jane Pratt. Any
I
Gen
know.
Xers joining here who grew up as I did on Sassy and Jane Magazine, this is Jane Pratt. Um, Jane, how long have I been bugging
Oh,
you to
you've been bugging me for a good long time. No, you have been the most patient. I think we first talked about this. You first asked me, was it over a year ago? It was a long time.
It can't be that long because I haven't been on Substack that long.
Okay, so
So,
it's
but maybe 6 months. When I
okay.
found out you were doing, that you were here on Substack and you're doing another Jane another Jane Pratt, thing, then I was like, "Okay, well, we have to chat about this because I wanna learn about it." Oh, yeah, loads of folks are joining now. Hi, everybody.
Yay!
Um,
And I've come to love you because we've had a lot of communication about not being able to do this, right?
yeah.
It's been a lot of like, I really want to do it, but I can't do it. And then, yeah, here's the time. Yay.
Oh oh my gosh, and I think we have, like, 10 minutes, right? You
We
said
have
you have
10 minutes
other
because I'm
stuff.
doing a Sirius XM interview.
Yeah, with Tara.
But yes, you know everything.
Well, with
Yes.
Tara Dublin because she was going to come on the Daily Whatever show. Also, we've been in touch and we're now Facebook friends. We're like Pacific Northwest music people, music
Oh,
writers.
amazing.
And but the Daily Whatever show airs at 7 a.m. out here. And so she's
Um,
like, girl, no. I cannot be camera ready at 7 a.m.
yeah.
Um, oh my gosh. So for those of you who don't know, who I cannot overstate the influence that Jane Pratt has had on, like, Gen X women everywhere, for
Thank
starters.
you. Thank you
And
so much.
it yeah, it goes beyond that as well. Sassy Magazine was like, the alternative to 17 and all of these, like, terrible teenager magazines that
Yeah, the
only
ones that
saw
the
as
ones that
grown-ups.
the ones that punished me so badly and hurt me so badly that I came up
Yeah.
with the idea at 15 to make something for you guys so that you wouldn't have to go through that. I know I couldn't
Oh my
save you from everything, but that was the whole impetus. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And then Jane Magazine, when I was in my I have to tell two anecdotes, and then I want you to talk about what you're doing.
Yeah.
One was I went do you know what a Saturn return is? Like
Yes.
when you're
Of
about 28
course.
or so and it comes I figured you did.
Yeah.
I was in the throes of a Saturn return. I went to school and grad school for speech pathology, was miserable by 27, 28, like bored out of my mind. And I was like, what do I want to do with my life? It's like the late 90s, and I was like, I kinda wanna do, like, the Jane magazine for, like, the West Coast. I wanna do something like what she's doing, and,
Yeah.
I it wasn't long after that I launched my music website, Three Imaginary Girls, which was a Northwest indie publication here, and the greatest achievement of Three Imaginary Girls in our, like, "These are the things we want to achieve" was Jane magazine mentioned us. We got a shout out in Jane
Yes.
once,
We
and we
always
were
found the good stuff. Oh,
yes,
that's so awesome. I'm
and
so
so
glad we did.
I love it, and will you tell me and tell everyone here listening and anyone who hears the recording, because 'cause I'm sure there are gonna be a million people like, "How did I miss this?" What are
Yes.
you doing here on Substack, and how can we all be a part of
Yes.
it?
I'll tell you, and I'll also say, Dana, that you're in excellent company because think of the other people that I found or we at the magazines found and championed and
Yeah,
where they've gone from there. I mean, it's kind of crazy when you look at it, when you think
yeah.
like, oh, that little guy, Michael Stipe, who's just started a band or whatever, or Kurt Cobain and Courtney on the cover. I mean, things that we did that were really kind
Mhm.
of, new
Oh my
and,
god.
so yeah, you're in good company.
Yeah,
Okay, so now I feel like
yeah,
really the luckiest person in the world that I get to still talk to you guys, and really, it's even the fact that it is the literal same people that I've been talking to for all these years in many
yeah.
cases. It's wild, like, I've seen you grow up. It's wild.
Mm,
So, now on Substack with another JanePrattThing.com, I do a lot of the same stuff that I've always done. I do It Happened to Me's, I do Unpopular Opinions, I do a lot of the same stuff, but the community there and the getting to hear back so quickly from all of you, that just makes it I mean, you see when you go on there, I live in those comments. I am in those comments all the time. I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I feel like I know everybody.
Oh my god.
It's so gratifying, so gratifying
Oh,
because I did have that dream, I remember the first issue of Sassy was going to the printing house, and
yeah.
in I think it was in Pennsylvania, but it was quite a ways away, and the art director and I drove there, to go and see the
Yeah,
issues
sure.
coming off, and actually it was good we did because the first ones that came off looked shitty, like, the coloring
Ooh,
was really bad, and we were like, "Oh, no, 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 we gotta change that." And so, but then we drove back to New York with our copies with the cut corner, so that nobody
yeah.
could actually whatever. I have a million of those lying around with the cut corner, and I've given them away, but you're not supposed to take them out of the
Oh my
office.
god, you could probably put those on
You're
eBay and make a lot of money with
I
those.
probably could, because even
Yeah,
the issues alone make a lot of money. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, good, I'm happy when people make money off those. But so anyway, and I remember saying it was, God, now I'm gonna forget what the election was that was happening right around that time. But anyway, I remember saying to my art director, Cheryl, I said, "Oh, we could influence the course of the next presidential election with these girls
yes.
that we're reaching out to." And that blew my own mind. I was like,
Yeah,
I could actually be doing something that could do something like that. So
yeah,
now to get to see what all of you guys do for the world and everything, it's like, it's incredible. Proud
yeah,
mom.
yeah, the political and the cultural and the personal are so intertwined.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we don't really know each other very well yet, but no, that's gonna stop. Can we just
Oh,
be best
yeah.
friends? I'm
I
so
feel like we
excited.
are.
I can't believe I'm talking to you now, but, I run the Daily Whatever Show, which is my daily podcast
Yeah.
with my BFF since 4th grade,
Yes.
Lawrence. Um,
Yes.
we run the show, but I am a memoirist. Like, my first love is personal essay and memoir writing, so I've been really dedicating a lot of time to building out, I Write Out Loud, which is my publication, um, but in doing so, I'm like, "Oh my god, you can't write about something even the most personal of memoirs these days, especially as a woman, has huge cultural and political implications. And the
Yes.
reason that MAGA exists and why the wrong side of history is winning everything politically
Yeah.
stems from culture. They are driving the cultural narrative,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
so every story we share is
Uh-huh.
a it's trying to write the political course of history. I mean,
Same here.
I
Same
I
here.
can't yeah, right? Like, and
Mhm.
that's why what you're doing is so important, and
That's
I
the
agree
whole
with
point.
you. You are moving the
The
political
whole
meter.
point. That's the whole point, and it shocks me still, and I don't know if you remember this, but I published a story, within the last couple of weeks about someone who had gotten into this exercise routine and found out that it was related to MAGA in any case. The
Ah,
woman's husband was a big yeah, big architect of
yeah,
the whole ugh, disgusting. And so, ran it and put, something about MAGA in the headline so people would get that's what this was about. I got I got subscription cancellations from that, not just
oh,
one. Like, I'm like, "Really? Well, you
right,
were in the wrong place to begin with, but
right,
what?" That
right,
but so when you say that they're controlling the cultural narrative or
yeah,
whatever, but I want this to be like our version of the '60s, and I want the art that comes out of this time to
yes,
supersede and to have that be like a little blip on the radar, and what we are doing is gonna stand the test of time.
100%. If there are people out there listening who are like, "I have stories, I wanna be a
Yeah.
part of this,"
Mhm.
including me, because I have, like,
Yes.
loads that I'm gonna send you.
Yay.
How do we all get,
I am
pitches to you?
I am so easy to reach. So you
Good.
email me, jane@anotherjaneprattthing.com,
Okay.
and send me whatever you want. Easier for me, or it goes through more quickly with me if it's a manuscript rather than an idea. I think I just
Okay.
told you that, Dana. Yeah.
Yes. I
Um,
just wanted you to say it here so others could
yeah,
hear it
that's
too.
great. But I mean, I live for when those emails come in and I read them and I'm
Oh my god, I
very
love it.
like it makes me so my heart so warm when I get
Ah,
another
here's what
story.
I can I've written about, but I would redo the language, I would redo the storytelling for you. Um, It happened to me. I saw REM play with 500 people at a rock show in Seattle at a surprise show,
What year?
2001. Huge.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
had no idea when I walked in the door that it was gonna be.
Wow.
He
Wow. Oh
sweat on
my
me.
god.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
Eddie Vedder
I'm
showed up and sang a song with
Oh
them.
my god. I've seen
Yeah,
them at small shows, but that's because nobody knew who they were. I saw
right.
them back in the '80s
Yeah.
when yeah. I
I
noticed
came to
someone
them
Ingrid
with
is
Life
on
Search
here. She
Pageant.
knew What's that?
I came to them with Life Search Pageant, and,
Uh-huh.
the first tour I could have seen them on was when I was in college. It was Document,
Yeah.
and I went to University of Florida. The closest tour was 2 hours away, and I was this close to losing my scholarship because I'd, fucked off my
Yeah, yeah.
freshman year, and I was like, "I have
Oh
to
my
keep my 3.2," and I had a huge final the next day, and I didn't go. So and even that was
By the
already
way,
I
I
guess
never
pretty
should
good.
have graduated because I faked that I took biology when I transferred schools in high school, so I never actually got that degree, so I always think retroactively I actually have no degrees, just so
Oh my
you know, so
gosh.
we're in good yeah,
Yeah, but
we're
if you
in
have your
sync,
degree,
we're
my
in
degree's in
sync.
speech pathology.
I
I know you are short on time.
have
Stephanie
to
or
go.
Liz, if either of you are here, say hi in the chat because 'cause they're both such big fans.
Tell me their names again, Stephanie and Liz?
Stephanie Drury is awesome, and you should
I
follow
love
her
you,
on Instagram.
Stephanie Drury. Okay, I'll look at your
Oh my god,
Substack. Yes,
and
yes.
Liz Riley Tollefson, my partner at Three Imaginary Girls. You can just call her
Okay,
Liz Riley. You say, "I love you, Liz
Liz
Riley."
Riley, I love you. I love all the great work that you do. I actually will check it all out.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna be
run,
in touch.
but
Tell
let's talk
Sarah
more
hi.
another time.
Yes,
Thank you
I
for
will tell
jumping right on. You're the
Oh
best.
my gosh.
Mwah. Thank
Bye,
you all so much.
everybody.
Okay, bye, honey.